over. It is. Let me go get the
tarot.
Yeah.
Do the
so you,
get the oracle book. Hello, everybody. Ooh, somebody greetings. Somebody said, yo. Who is that? I love the energy. Yeah, so welcome back, guys. I'm here at my office, and Courtney and I are about to do labels because we are anticipating our grand opening very soon. Hey, Harura, how are you, brother? So glad to see you guys. I just felt a big, compelling energy to come and speak to you guys today. You've been on my heart, you've been on my mind, and Courtney and I have been saying every rising because we work really, really late. Kenny Cruz. Hey, Kenny, I should have known you in that New York. Right on, brother. I am phenomenal. See, listen to those words. I am phenomenal. All is well. Guys, if you're looking at me and you see this going on, it's because they're spraying heavily where I live. Where we our shop is. We could see it. It looks like a plague moving through the sky. And I just noticed the other day that I had a lot of pressure behind my eyes. Although I'm detoxing, normally I look worse than this if I'm really feeling it. So yeah, been dealing with a lot of energy, understanding how to find your energy numbers. Courtney and I are going to do a live soon for you all. This is going to be, is it? Kenny, are you back in New York? That's how it's going to be. I forgot what I was saying, but yeah, so we're going to do a live about the energy numbers and understanding how to, yeah, they're spraying some stuff. Everybody I see around here, mask on, going out to the grocery store, coming in with prescriptions. It's been really ugly, y'all. So it's enough to say that we must start detoxing and using our herbs. Yep, Kenny, gotcha. So and also I'm acclimating herb usage now. So I got to start using my herbs. And if you know anything about herbs, guys, it takes a little bit longer to get in the system. Well, for you to see results, not say getting your system, but it could, because it performs right away, but you'll see the results a little bit longer than conventional medicine. Now, conventional medicine is made from herbs, right? So let's always keep in mind that the healing is in the earth. And so Courtney and I have been doing a lot of green teas or different things to help our body, and making sure we eat right, taking herbal supplements for the bronchial system. We've been doing a lot of herbal poultices for the cold that tries to set up in our body. So we know that mucus causes disease or dis-ease, right? And Dr. Sebi talks about that. I'm not there yet. I'm not trying to be a Dr. Sebi. I'm honoring my progress. Okay. But yeah, so pay attention to what's going on in the sky. The other thing, make sure you do your mask if your immune system is not built like it's supposed to be, or if you haven't, began to found a herbal supplement to build your immune systems, because you'll probably be one of the ones that catch it. One of the things that they did say here in the Atlanta area, and I think Kenny can vouch, is that there is the largest epidemic of this higher grade of the flu virus going on. So how can you predict that before flu season? I don't even believe in that. They spray the stuff, y'all. They spray this shit in the air and they name it flu season. It's the season for them to unleash the plague. That's what I call it. So you got to prepare yourself months in advance for what they're about to do, which they call the flu season. Okay, season. So yeah, so I want to talk to you guys about two things, and this is very powerful. Resistance in your vortex. And Kenny, I know this sounds like our girl Abraham Hicks, but I promise you it's a little bit different. And it's me to you guys to help us understand. The highest vibration is love. And I know that most of you may know this. When you begin to ascend, okay, and in your knowledge, in your knowing, in meditation, as you ascend, certain things just don't matter anymore. So the things that you were taught and the things that you felt so heavily about, it's like you move beyond that level of what you thought you knew. Reminds me one of the apocalyptic horses in Revelations that dealt with the plagues. Yes. So guess what, Haru Ra? I was outside the other day, and I'm going to get back to that. I was outside the other day walking out of my office, and lo and behold, we didn't post this on Facebook, but there was a blue sky with a red cloud. Like this was like maybe a quarter of a mile long, and it was traveling. You could see the big old red massive junk that they pull traveling down that way. And immediately when I looked out the window, because Courtney was saying, oh, look at the sky. I was talking to a dear sister of mine on the phone. And when I looked out, I saw it traveling. And I told Courtney, I said, that doesn't look right. And immediately I heard something say, a plague. And I thought, wow. So we understand what they're doing. That's why I tuned in 2 weeks ago to the great Courtney. No. The guy, Phil Valentine. Oh. He did a 6-hour meeting, okay, a conference he had with those that just felt the hunger or the pull to join him. And in that, he said a lot of things. And guys, they are actually trying their biggest and their hardest to do the depopulation. It's all around us. They're trying wars. They're trying everything they can. But on last evening, I had a powerful dream. This is the second thing I want to talk about. Earthquakes, cyclones. I saw a map. Someone showed me a map and they said, do not travel this way because this is going on. And I said, well, what is that? Because it looked really troubling. And they said a cyclone. And I'm like, a cyclone? And they said, yeah, that's a cyclone. Don't go that way. I said, well, I have people that's headed that way. They said, well, contact them to see if they're okay. So I went on to dream, had a couple of friends, childhood friends that I dreamt about. Source showed me their current state. I immediately send lots of healing light to them because they're battling things on their own. And Source just allowed me to see it. So I know that there's something I got to do about it. As I'm traveling in my dream, in which I don't like to call it a dream, I also saw that there was a bombing, and it was like we were in a war, and they were dropping nukes and destroying subdivisions. And we were in a subdivision, and I said, oh, wow, a bomb, in the picture. And I began to say, guys, let's take cover. Let's do this. Let's do that. And then one hit on the other side. And my daughter was like, I got to go outside for something. I'm like, no, you don't need to go outside because these things release fumes. And sometimes it could just take you out from just inhaling that. So it's a lot going on around us. With this detox, we're not a part of the propaganda, news that they're sending sources. We're not a part of that right now. We're detoxing from that. Anything that we enjoyed on a personal level, like certain kind of musics, we're not indulging in right now. Only those things that'll feed our soul, even down to our diet. Every day we're not perfect, but we're staying away from sweets, cutting back on meats. And let me just say we're aware. So I don't like to tell people what to do. I understand people have all these different detoxes, but I just tell people to go within and speak to your soul, because your soul has been here before. Tell your soul, help me remember how to do this. And your soul will slowly but surely take you where you got to go. But you got to trust yourself first. You got to have a relationship with yourself, because otherwise, if there's no relationship, there's no trust. I'm going to let that marinate, okay, while I catch up on comments. So Kenny says, I've been drinking water with cayenne pepper. It declogs the arteries. Thank you, Kenny. Amazing, 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 amazing. And I remember that helps speed up your metabolism as well. But some of us have blocked arteries, because if you have not changed your habits since you were a child and your mom was popping McDonald's in your mouth, or Burger King, which was one of my favorites as a little girl, 4 years old, then guess what? You better start doing cayenne pepper, okay, or powdered cayenne, just a little bit in your water. As Kenny said, with maybe some lemon and honey, it wouldn't hurt, okay? Make that a ritual, guys. It's time for us to pull our knowledge from one another. I'm so grateful for you. My brother Haru Ra reminds me one of the we said that. Okay, so I'm sorry. Horses, apocalyptic horses in Revelations that deal with the plagues. Yes, and we are in the apocalypse. The veil has thinned. I don't know. People think it was just because it was back in October and we were experiencing those thin veils, the veils thinning back because it was the Halloween time, or Sanhan. How do you pronounce it? Courtney, come here. But yeah, the veils are really extremely thin right now. So we are able to contact spirit much easier. Yes, in New York, it was a traveling black cloud. Wow, that's crazy. How do you call that season of Halloween? I never, because it's not Samhain. That's how we've been pronouncing it. That's incorrect. Samhain. That's all I can tell you. I think I'm pronouncing it wrong. If you will, and come back and tell me. Kenny, another plague. Yeah. Yeah, their time is coming to an end. Okay. And we're going to talk about they too. Now listen, I listen to a lot of hip hop, East Coast music. What music do I listen to detoxify? Anything that's going to raise your vibration. So lately we've been listening to music with good chords. So it's important to understand which chords work for healing. 432 hertz. You could just simply put in YouTube music with 432 hertz, music with 528, music with 728. Just those things that's going to heal and detoxify and raise your vibrations are going to help. We've been doing a lot of spiritual music, not gospel. Those chords that our ancestors listened to way back when. And so when I say that, I mean like a lot of Louisiana music raises vibration too. Okay. So try to pull in like on jazz. Some jazz is really good with healing as well. Classical music helps with your brain. So that's a good question. So understanding that there is a lot going on around us, and it is now, the time is now for us to understand that it's not about the war that's outside of us, but the one that's within, because we're projecting a lot of that. And when we understand, when we center our mind on ourselves, it could be hail, it could be storm, it could be death, it could be everything around us, but there is a sense of peace within, and Source will show us how to maneuver. Source going to show you things that's going to work for you, your loved ones. And so a lot of you, Source has given me that a lot of you are compelled to learn a little bit more now. You're feeling the need that you got to start getting some knowledge. Why? Because you're going to have to help people. You're going to have to help some people. You're going to have to start building your physical bodies up. For those of you that do not like to work out, I promise you, I don't care how old you are, get to a gym, go to your doctor, consult your doctor, let him give you a clearance if you have to. Those of you with medical situations, go to your doctor, Ask him how or where do you start. You got to get in a gym because you need to start working on your physics. When you're allowed to go to the gym, I don't care if you have to put your treadmill on 1.5. Start right there in speed and work yourself all while you're working. Yes, brother. Me too. I'm right with you.
It's pronounced Sawin.
Huh?
Sawin.
Okay, Samhain. That's the Halloween that we call Halloween is Samhain. So I was all off. I said Samhain, you see? So it's important that we study to show ourselves approved without sounding like an idiot. I apologize. But at least I'm aware that it was wrong. So Samhain is when the veil is thinning and it's still thinning and it's going to get, to me, honestly, I believe that it has physically moved in a lot of places, just gone, because it's so much activity. It's like you can look in the sky and see shape and form. Okay. So yeah, go to your doctor, get your clearance, 1.5 speed, do a mile, start somewhere, because you will have to build your temple up, because you never know if you have to pull a loved one or straggle a couple of people on both arms. And if you're not physically fit to save these people, they're in trouble. They are in trouble. Okay. I remember the first day Courtney and we joined the gym, and the trainer looked at us and, he was like, well, what brings you here? And I just told him, I said, me fighting against myself. I just didn't like gyms. I just knew that it wasn't going to work. So that's resistance, right? My thought pattern. But the very thing that you say is not going to work is the thing that's going to really turn your life around. Source is saying, I will cause them to bliss you. Okay, not bless, nothing less. But I will cause them to bliss you. Even those people that fight against us in this earthly realm, in this 3D dimension. And it ain't all just about a race of people. It's more so because we're fighting worse against ourselves. A friend of mine, a dear sister of mine, we had a phone conversation this rising. And she was calling me to tell me some very good news about how she's prospering. And I was listening to it and I'm like, yeah. So we were talking about ancestors, and she was talking about how she went into one of the nail shops and how they honored their ancestors, and they have the little cat with the little paw going down. And every time the paw does this motion, it's like ching, ching. And it's the same sound that you get when you go to the casino. So it's a money vibration, the cat that does the thing. And she was just like, the lady had all kind of herbs on the altar, and she was honoring her ancestors, and she began to talk to her about it. And she was asking her about the herbs that she had on there, and she was like, no, this is that. And I said, and that's why they keep business going. It's not one day that a nail shop does not have anybody coming through. Every day they have traffic coming through. Every day. And I said, and a lot of that is because they understand how to honor their ancestors, and which is in their culture. I said, but the other part of it is that they tore such friction between us as a people, because we're the ones that's going there. Very seldom do you see a Caucasian person or Indian in their shops. I said, their money, they're getting all of this because of us. And I said, now, I got a problem with that. I said, we're like the biggest consumers. So our people are being drugged in there under a spell, y'all. I said, but then we look at one another and we doubt. When one of us get in business, we doubt each other. Like, I wonder what she's doing. Her stuff ain't better than Ming Lee's, or what's up with that? Or I don't know about her. She don't even look like she can do. We always have something negative to say. So I said, this is a spell. This is something that they worked on for many years, guys. So those of you that are getting tired because you're meditating and you doing your candle work and you don't see your manifestations, I encourage you, honey, to continue to do what you do, because it's one day you're going to start feeling your shit, because it's all about feeling it. If you ain't feeling what you're doing, it's going to take longer to get there. So when I say feeling it, I'm talking about being involved, Hey, Hathor. Hey, Sugar. Oh, I love y'all so much. You got to feel this shit. Whatever it is that you're trying to get to, you got to feel yourself in it. You got to be knowing like, oh, honey, that yacht, I'm on the boat, baby. The breeze just struck me in my face and I got a badass hat on and I'm looking fabulous. I'm healthy. So whatever the healthy consists of, some people say, I want to lose weight. I want to lose weight. No. Back it up. I'm proud and I'm pleased with me. Okay. But I want to be healthy. So me being at my healthiest, if it requires me to drop weight, if it requires that I tone up, then so be it. Because one thing about the creator, you don't need to tell the creative force or source or nature how to do anything. You just need to align yourself with the plan. That's basically all. Prosperity spells. Exactly. So people are like, they don't be burning no candles. That baby is so many different ways you could do rituals. You don't have to do candles just because you see me doing them and getting results. Sometimes it's a hit or miss with everything, but I don't have anything to do that. I do this every day. Source just says, okay, no, not now, because they got to do something different. I see your work. I'm going to bring it into fruition for them, but they got to do something different. So tell them to continue to meditate, to continue to affirm. So source is saying to me, you tell them to do these things. And guess what? If they don't do it, then they don't get the manifestation. So I have to do something else, even if it's a tower moment, to cause the shambles to fall. Now they can pick up the pieces, okay, and build again. Courtney, come and tell him I'll call him right back. So let me catch up on my comments here. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Tell him I'm gonna call him right back. I'm doing a live. See what he needs though. Yes. So, oh yeah, and these Chinese nail shops, they have that aside of Buddha. Yes, they do. They honor. Okay. Yes, so I'm caught up on the comments. So we got to get in a place where whatever works for us, do it. One of the things I was saying to you guys was, she's powerful. Hathor, she's powerful. A very, very gifted soul sent here to give a message to millions and those that apply the knowledge. Because see, you could get the knowledge, you could hear it on every level, but if you don't apply the knowledge, then guess what? You'll perish. I have people telling me, oh, I heard about that before. Wonderful, but are you applying the knowledge? Yeah. So one of the things I was telling you guys about is understanding your energy number. So if you guys could chime in, maybe say, I want my energy number, Courtney and I can pull it. We'll send it to you in an email. We'll do that in the next 2 days. But it's important that you pay attention to this knowledge, because in feng shui, you have to feng shui yourself. Yes, that's right. It's time to work. It's time to go back. I've been remembering a lot, y'all. I pull my Akashic records and I'm remembering a lot. You guys will know how to feng shui yourself, because a lot of us are sleeping in the wrong positions. Our beds are in the wrong positions in our home. We don't have our prosperity corner, our wisdom corner, our love corner, our health corner. All of this matters. Gotcha, Harura. And we may even pull them today, because this is really important, guys. A lot of people, by not really truly understanding the physics of the body and how it connects with the astrological realm, the cosmos, a lot of people are transitioning straight through because they're sleeping wrong. Some of them are passing in their sleep. It's so many, and some people are coming down with health problems because they've laid on the same way. I mean, it's the way that your bed is supposed to be positioned. And if it's not, it can affect your body. So how many of us have woke up with like body pains? Yes, Kenny, got you. Let me write it down. How many of us go to sleep and we wake up with body pains? I'll need you guys' birthday year. So you wake up, your body is all, I'm sore. That simply means you probably don't know your health corner. I need your date, your month, date, and year. Okay. Guys, I'm sorry. Kenny, let me get your okay. 5785. And yes. So let me tell you, I'm the feng shui queen. All right. So I understand how abundance is supposed to work out. Because it is about ritual, but you got to get some things aligned according to the cosmos. Okay. Haru Ra is well, looky. Awesome, gotcha. Anybody else? Hathor, you guys need your yep. I knew it. And what about my darling? Hold on, we have two more watchers in here. If you want your energy number, I want you guys to read this, to study it. We're actually taking a class on it so we can help people change their lives, allow success and abundance and health to come through for them. I'll do this when I get out. When we get off, guys, I'll pull them and we'll send them to your emails. That's another thing. Inbox me. It'll be better if you inbox me your emails. Some of you already have. So it's important that we begin to understand, like, all of that matters. That's why I did that post today. If you are a king or queen, you're not supposed to be eaten out of plastic. And I get it, because sometimes when I don't want to wash dishes, I'll go in the store and grab some paper plates and grab some spoons. But see, that's come from a resisted vortex. So we got to get all of that out of our mind. Where we're trying to go is a place of wealth. Because surely it's happening. When this thing takes off, whatever they're trying to create outside of us, we want to be in a place where we have more than enough to assist one another. But how can we do it when we live in such a restriction filled with resistance? I love it, Kenny. I love it. A young lady told me the other day, she said, those seals do not play. The best thing that ever happened. I'm going to tell you what she did. A seal for enlightenment. Y'all, this woman is tearing it up. All you got to do is want that enlightenment. And I promise you, thank you, darling. I got you. Haru Ra, got you. Got you, brother. Yes. Now listen to what Kenny said, y'all. Listen. Yeah. Yes. Plastic gives off a chemical when you heat your food. That's what I think he meant, heat. Yeah, he said it. Guys, leave that stuff alone. Pull out your china. Are you a king or a queen? Every day on purpose, it does something to your brain. It's like you're conditioning yourself. This is where I came from. I'm remembering now. I'm a queen. I'm a king. I'm remembering now. I didn't eat out of this shit. This is something that they gave us to help kill us off. So let me pull out the fine china. I'm going today and I'm going to buy me some china. Now, the plates I got are really nice at home, but it's not fit for the queen. Okay? So if I have to wash my plates out 3 times a day, do dishes 3 times a day, I need to embrace that. I'm setting myself up for greatness. That's all. One lady said that she does it because she don't have time or she don't want to mess up dishes. Y'all, this is about self-love. This is about honoring yourself. Okay, my beautiful niece. Hey, auntie. Okay, let me get you down, sugar. I'm going to get them to y'all today. I'm going to do this before I start my my labels on products. 226. Guys, I'm going to tell you something right now. When you read this report, I'm just going to tell you, I could not sleep. I had so much energy. Courtney and I changed my whole bedroom around. So listen, I manifested a Mac computer. Okay. So I was just like, I got to have a Mac computer. I really need it because it's a studio. It's this. I could just make everything look so great. I got to have one. Okay, I'm gonna tell y'all something else too. Want to share? If you guys have to go, I'm fine with it. You guys can come back, but I gotta. You want to get it while it's live. Okay, so I was like, I gotta have one. So my kids was like, Ma, you might as well wait until it go on sale. I said, well, you know what? If I want it, I don't care what I have to pay for it. I just want to get it, and I don't want to wait on no sale. They were like, well, Black Friday's coming. I was like, nah, Apple don't do Black Fridays, and you really don't want to buy on that day anyways. Gotcha, Hathor. And so lo and behold, I did my water manifestation. That's how many of you guys did the water manifestation that I posted? Just if you don't mind, just put a thumbs up. If you didn't, you got to try it. Well, I had an ultimate breakthrough. Okay, I got it. And I'm going to give y'all some tea too. I'm going to put y'all in my business because you're my family. So, yeah, so this big ultimate blessing came. I went to the Apple store and I manifested a big Apple computer, which was in my office. And so I purchased a computer, go home, set up my office space, and I turned my big computer to the window where the wall is. And I'm sitting there. The desk is really amazing. It's really pretty. And if you see it, you'll want to be there all day doing work. So I get the computer, get everything set up. I did not want to do it. I did not want to go over in my computer and do any work. I would be here setting things up and I'll be like, I'll do this when I get home. When I got home, I didn't want to do it. Didn't just be like, nah, just look at my desk and be like, this computer is just really literally sitting here. So I was doing a meditation and I set my intention before I did it. So the lady said, well, set your intentions and go into your meditation. So I set my intentions. I said how I could freely keep the abundance flowing in my life. Just show me some things. I just want to know. So sure enough, I come out of meditation. I'm like, I didn't see it. Well, maybe I'll dream it. So I got my water and I meditated a little more. Laid down, went to sleep. Nothing. Left the shop, went to the gym, and I'm on my treadmill working my body. Got to involve all the mind, body, and soul. And I said, we got 4 feng shuis on Sunday, 4 houses to feng shui. So I'm like, well, let me just look up feng shui, what else I can do to help these people, knowing that I'm a shaman, I've been doing it. I'm more earth connected. So this is what I need to do. How about this post came up? This video came up of a lady talking about feng shuiing your office to bring abundance. Y'all, when I saw this, it blew my mind. The first thing she said, welcome guys. How many of you guys have your computer facing your wall or a window? And I was taken back. I was like, whoa, right. And I'm like, oh, what did I just do? And she said, this is one reason why you're not able to keep it, your flow is not properly going. It's like you're getting it, but it's leaving. You're getting it, but it's going. It's like you always have to come back because it goes. It's not constantly flowing. And I'm like, wow. And I looked at my room. I said, I can't change that. That doesn't look right. And then the other part of my higher self said, you'll do what you have to do. It's not about that. And I said, Courtney, come here. I said, we got to change my office. And she said, don't you want to finish we listening to the video and just kind of following what she was saying. Don't you want to do that first? So I was getting so anxious because in the past I suffered anxiety. So anything that would I would just go off like, I got to do it now. And so I calmed myself and I listened to her whole video. She talked about, because I would wake up and I'd be sore and I was having problems breathing. And how many of you guys have been having problems breathing lately because of what they're spraying or what's going on? I think it's an earth connected thing because I'm not asthmatic and I've never had problems breathing, but I could feel myself having a problem. And I told her, I said, I got to do something to help me sleep at night. So I got a bowl of water and I put 3-4 camphors. This is what my soul told me to do. And so we pulled it up, and sure enough, to remove negativity, to help you get a good night's rest, or if somebody's sending psychic attacks, the bowl with the camphor in it helps, or camphor drops. So real quick, last evening, after I moved everything, I had like a congestion, from what they're spraying. And immediately this bowl been under my bed for 2 weeks. How about Source just sent a wave of that to clear my head? I could smell the camphor so good. And I just laid there and I said, thank you, Source. And I went to sleep. Okay. So, oh yeah, I got to catch up on y'all. So let me tell y'all, after she said that, the wall, just think about it. If you're receiving anything, it's hitting the wall. It's hitting the wall. If you're receiving anything with your computer, your office space, because your abundance start at home, you're facing a window, it's like it's going out. I didn't have a plant or anything. I didn't have a mirror. I didn't have anything over there. So she said, you're going to have to turn your computer around facing your door. You got to see your door when you're working. Like here in my office, my door is here. So I just, and something just told me to put my desk here. So that's my soul helping me align with my divine purpose. I know it sounds crazy. It's a lot of information to cover, y'all. Play it over and over. So we get to Courtney and I, we just get everything and we change. Hey, Jamal. Hello. I love you. So we began to move furniture. Just the two of us. And I told my little boys, I said, come on, guys, because we're doing a detox, all of us, my whole family, except for their dad. So I was like, come on, guys, come on, let's turn the furniture. We would turn the furniture around. So Courtney said, you got to get in the middle and I got to see which way, because my energy number is 2. And dig this, you ain't gonna believe this. My soul path number is 22. So 2s, and I got 2 thumbs up. Yay. So 2 resonates well with me. So I'm looking and I'm like, okay, so north is my abundance corner. And we were figuring it all out. I was like, we had a compass. So you got to download the compass on your phone. And we structured everything. My health corner, she told us to put the green, and, my wisdom corner, I put my books over there. And all of this can determine your love life. So if you and your partner, because I didn't legally marry my partner, and I won't ever do that. He's my lifetime partner, or I'll just say he's my partner. Because if Source says something different, then we both going like this. I mean, I'm going to have to leave. So I don't want to tie myself to anything by a contract, right? So my partner and I, will benefit from this, because the way it was before, we would do good for a minute, but then we'll hit a block. And that's how my finances were. We would do really good, and then bam. And it's like, oh, what we got to do? We got to do this. We got to grab more of this. We got to grab more of that. That's how that was going. So I was like, okay, Source, what are you doing? So a little bit about us understanding the energy number caused us to feng shui ourselves, because sometimes it's us, not what's outside of us. And that's all the time. If we would feng shui ourselves first, understanding your energy number, and then your house, your home, then you'll understand why I tell you not to eat out of plastic plates anymore. That's a lot of information to cover. But back to manifesting that beautiful iMac computer or Mac computer. The day that I went out and I stepped out and I bought that one, Source had my daughter's friend, a roommate, to move out. And when he moved out, he left all these powerful electronics behind that's nearly brand new. And she took a picture. She said, Mom, look what he left. And I was like, whoa, why did he leave that? And I said, is it that tiny Mac? And she was like, no, you got to see it. It's big. She was like, it's not as big as yours. You got the largest, but this is the one under yours. I said, wow. I said, now, I would love that in my office. And she said, well, let me see how much he going to sell it for. So she gets on the phone and she called him. She called me back. She said, Mom, he said he'll give you this and the gaming chair, because I wanted that for my boys, all for $500. And I said, so I asked, I said, well, Christian, I said, ask him how much he would do it without the gaming chair, because they got like 2 chairs in their room and they don't need no more. And so I said, it's 2 of them and only 1 chair that would cause problems. So he said he'll do it for $450. So I manifested a beautiful, and that's what I'm on now, a beautiful iMac computer. You guys don't know how many times I want to pick up the phone and just do a live video for you guys, mobile, but I don't have enough. They got it now. They restrict our messages so much. If you don't have 1,000 subscribers to anything, to YouTube, you cannot mobily access. So that's why I'm having a problem with, getting on with you guys. Hold on one second. So they won't let me, I have to get on Patreon through YouTube. And that's another thing that really discourages me about Patreon. But I'm trying to find a way that we could start speaking to each other and it be so-called private. Okay, now let me give you the tea that I was telling you about. So you guys may have seen where I was in business and with a partner, and we were opening, I think it was Southwest Atlanta by Slutty Vegans, a beautiful home that we manifested. Long story short, we're not doing that anymore, at least not for now. But I was really discouraged because it was my ancestors' plan, not discouraged about us not doing it, but that that I allowed my business to actually sit for so long. So let me catch up on the messages. Hold one second. Okay, so my niece, I wish you could come down here and feng shui me in Clearwaters. Me and you gonna talk about that because I need to do something other than Panama City on my vacation. Niece, I did. I got new shoes. I know that's right, Kenny. I love it. Guess what? I got 3 pair. My son brought me 3 pair Uggs. So I love Ugg boots, and both pair were ran down, but I would not throw them away, and I still would not throw them away because you can wear Uggs till the bottom come off. So he bought me 3 pair, and I thought that's a really big deal to me. I'm with you on them shoes. I'm excited about everything I get. It is time for me to do it again. Okay, the water manifestation. Thank you. I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna tell you about the business. Whoa, I guess I am immune to whatever they spray. Yeah, could be. Camphor. Yes, camphor helps you breathe. Okay. There's greater ahead. So appreciative. So anyways, she and I, and then I'll talk about the water manifestation after I'm done. Let me put that down so I can stay on track. So she and I kind of parted ways, I would say. Just her maybe not understanding my ancestors or the plan behind the work that I do. So there's a charge that I have. And I'm learning this, and I want to help you guys because I know a lot of you are probably going to embark upon something much greater than what I'm doing. It's just a matter of you centering yourself. But the moment that my lease ended at my last wellness center, because the gentleman did not want to fix my AC, I had my clients coming in there, and when I was doing healings, they were sweating, and I was just really like, no, this is not going to work. So I ended the lease, and she said, well, let's just go into a place. We'll buy a place. We'll get you up and running. And that was cool. But the place that she bought needed a lot of work, and it would cause me to put the business on hold. And I was telling her I did not feel that in my inner being. As a matter of fact, source wanted, my ancestors really was like, don't give anybody the permission to take over what we've given you. People can come and build with you. They can come and invest, but they cannot take the dream. They cannot take the vision. Okay. You got to keep your vision. No matter how many people you come that invest or help, they cannot take the vision because it is what we told you to do. And so I'm living and I'm learning. Okay. I know a lot of people may see that I'm this big person, but I'm really like you. And every day I have the same struggles, if not worse. And I'm learning. Okay. So I was able to sit down, meditate, and I said, Source, I need you to be my benefactor. My ancestors has to be my benefactor because I got great things. And I know you didn't give this stuff to me for me to sit here and feel like I'm stuck. It's a heavy burden to understand you're a healer. You're to impact so many people, but you just can't reach your resources. And so Courtney and I said, Courtney, I got to do something. I said, I had a dream a while back, a year ago. All I heard was molecular structure. And I don't remember nothing about science in school, but I knew it had something to do the water. It says something about water's molecular structure. I knew it had something to do with the changing of water. And I'm like, what is this? So water just began to make itself so present to me. It was like it was pulling on me. And I'm like, water, wow, water is powerful. Out of all the elements, water is serious. Ooh, 72% of my body consists of water, and I can go this many days without it and I'm dead. And I was just like, water. So I began to meditate. I said, well, I heard something say, go get 3 gallons of water and you take the top off of them. One day, a gallon a day. Speak over the water. Sing over the water. And I knew I was channeling my native side. I knew that's what I was channeling. And I was just like, thank you. I'm remembering who I am. And I'm so happy about it. And I sang and I did my affirmations over the water. And I told the water, I said, I love you and I thank you. You're a part of my benefactor. I got this. Yaffa's Botanica will live. It shall not die. And I went through my blah, 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 blah in meditation. So I did that. The first day, I did not know this, but I was like getting blessings. I didn't check my mail because I don't really do it unless I know I'm expecting something really good. So something just compelled me, go to the mailbox. Went to the mailbox. My secured credit card that I started 6 months before decided that they'll give me something really great. They didn't boost me up $500. They gave me $2,000 because I had been saying, I need $20,000. I need $20,000. I was telling my business partner, I said, if I could just get $20,000, I just want to do something to help with the monetary part of it. I know I'm the face of Yaffa's Botanica and Wellness, but I just need the money to help, and I just felt really helpless. But it didn't stop me from smiling and being great every day. So I got that and I thought, well, I'm 18,000 away. Gotta get this money. I need a loan. Watch your words now. I need a loan. I need a loan. I need a loan. I need a loan. So I got that card. I was like, whoa, hey. And I was drinking my water, doing it. Second day, I felt compelled to do a application with my bank for a credit card, a different credit card. So something said, just go and apply. And I'm just like, nah, I'll do it later. So, I got busy doing things and I didn't pay it any attention, but I went through speaking to the water, Courtney and I, manifesting or whatever. Third day, Courtney's cooking. I'm on my computer, did the application. And after I finished and I saw the results, I was like, whoa. And I bust out laughing and I said, Courtney, I need you to come over here. I said, come on. Because I was like, I need somebody to read this because I know this ain't what I'm seeing. Now, the amount of money I've seen many times, but for Source to just bring it like that in the time that I'm telling you that I need it the most, you came all the way through. I said, Courtney, look at this. I said, what you see? She said, 2,300. I said, I said, look at it again. Oh, 20,000, blah, blah. I'm like, wow, Source. And not only that, but the black card. And I'm like, I'm so grateful. And then something I said, but you know what? I really wish I didn't have to pay it back. And then Source just reminded me, loan. You got to be careful how you ask for things, right? But it's okay because we'll pay it back. But I was so excited because then I realized it's time to move again. Okay, so Source, I heard you saying, don't drop your dream for nobody. Don't put your dream on hold. Don't give your gift because you're so appreciative of people helping you. Don't give them complete access to what you have. You got to still protect it. You got to hold that baby in your arm. You ain't going to put your newborn child in the arms of somebody you don't know. You're not going to do that. And even if you know them, they can hold the child for a while, but they got to give the baby back because you're the sole provider of that baby. And you're going to be watchful. Even when they got it, you're going to be watchful. So there's no time to let your guards down. So immediately, I just released the situation out my mind. I said, you know what, Source? I'm grateful. I love her. I love me. Sometimes, things are not supposed to happen at a certain time, but that doesn't mean they won't happen. Okay. So I was still, grateful. No resentment, no resistance in the vortex. But Source gave me that to get out here and make things happen for Yaffa's Botanica, an apothecary. Okay, everything that Source, all I know, Source said, just do it. So even when I didn't have the resources, I was still out looking for a better place, for this baby. And I found the place. And now those people are they protect the business about as good as I do. So they want my floors to look good. They bring people in to see it. They're like, oh, when are you opening? So, I feel the love. I feel the love totally. Water manifestation, y'all. Let's talk about that. So again, for those of you that did not partake in that water manifestation and you're looking for some things to really happen, first you got to set your intention. What are you doing it for? Whatever you're doing, what are you doing it for? Are you doing it, silently and to yourself, whatever happens, I just need some things to happen for me? No, you got to set intentions, be specific, tell Source what you need, be very specific. So if you're not looking to pay any money back, just say, I need an abundance. I need an abundance of health, wealth, everything. If you don't know what you need, but you always want it to be in a tranquil way, in a calming way, bringing harm to none to get it. Okay. But a lot of times they say, specify these things, but your ancestors and Source will not allow those things to happen that are not supposed to. That's not in the plan. It's us that distort the energy. So just keep in mind, remember that. So set your intentions on why you're doing what you're doing. Okay. Outside of your energy number, okay, this is two totally different things. You want to make sure that you're connected to nature's sources. All right. So meaning that you want to be connected with earth, air, fire, and water. So when you're getting up upon your rising and you're addressing the spirit, you always want to say, I honor earth, air, fire, water, and the spirits that are connected to them, because each element has spirits that are connected to them. I honor all spirits, good, bad, and indifferent, because it's us that distorts energy. Remember that. It's neither good nor bad in spirit. It's just purposeful. When we get it, we distort it. Okay. How many of you understand what I'm saying? And if you do a thumbs up. Okay. So, yeah. So we have to be careful about that. When we're manifesting or when we're affirming, love, no breakups, no lack, positivity, no negative. The universe only understands one language, and that's yes. Yes to everything. Yes to your thoughts. Yes to your emotions. Yes to what you say. So whatever you're saying, the universe is saying, give her more of that. If you're sad, the universe says, give her more of that. Mm-hmm. If you're happy, the universe says, give her more happiness. Give her more happiness. If you're angry, the universe says, give her more anger. It's very important that what we're feeling, because see, the universe, you don't really get the universe's attention until you put your emotions into it. Okay, that's why you have a 4-second window when the thought hits your mind to go off. You have 4 seconds to turn it around. That's how awesome we are. So in those 4 seconds, make wise choices. You have a choice to go from 0 to 100. So we know that we're having a human experience, but we are spirits. And this is not forever, doesn't last forever. So we have to make the right decisions. So it's all right to anger, but don't act. So you may think, oh, this pissed me off. But you know what? I embrace the contrast. I embrace the contrast. So this thing don't look right, because that's what I did with the business. I realized, I said, you know what? I'm going to speak whatever I have to say in a calming way. I'm sorry. but I'm going to release it. After I say what I say, you're going to breathe the 3 times, in through the nose, hold for 4 seconds, out through the mouth. Say what I say. If they don't respond, it's okay. I'm good with that. Or if they do and you don't appreciate it, let it go. Just let it go. Because the universe and your subconscious mind are silent eavesdropper. Because the universe is conscious now. All right. And it records. It records things. So it's important that we align ourselves and center ourselves to nature. So you can't say yes to some things and no to others. And Source reminded me of this the other day when I had that light feeling. I was feeling kind of funny. And I said, oh, I just don't really feel too good. And Source said, being centered with nature, you feel what she feels. So, when we're cutting up and we're being disorderly in the universe, Mother Nature suffers. And some of the things that we're feeling may be because of what she feels. So we honor her. We speak healing. When you're feeling a certain type of way, say you're in a contrast of health right now. Meaning you're experiencing something different than what you're used to. You say to that feeling, I honor this. I honor the experience, but I speak healing, life, and love. Or I embrace, let's say embrace. I embrace, okay, which is kind of the same. Because for some reason, that sounds weird because we're always expecting things to be good. And how can we expect that? Because you can't have good without the opposite. Not the opposite, but the complementary. You can't have good without that complements good. Or opposes, or that's dual to. Okay? So once we realize I honor all things, good, bad, and indifferent, it won't last as long. Because it's going to come anyways. You might as well. Okay? If I feel myself getting frustrated or angry, I immediately say, cancel. Wow. Because it's a program that's running. Guys, our subconscious is a program from the age 1 to 7. That fatal stage, we pick up everything from what we see and the environment that we're in, what we're feeling, what we're seeing. All of that takes over and determines how we'll live our adult life. Very good strategy. So it's important that when this program wants to tell you, because it's acting off past, the programs that you've ran in the past, right? Cancel and, hey, let me turn up because it's getting ready to be on. You got to get excited. Even when because see, that's the thing. The contrasts come so that we could change, shift, but you don't want to. You want to stay the same. Be like water. Just be. And just be in good, bad, and be grateful in all things. Be grateful in all things. Now listen to this. Kenny said he thinks of a green tree. Life. Think of a green tree. These are people that are mastering subconscious. People, I'm telling you, we could do anything we want to do, but we got to first tackle the subconscious. And so it is in the water manifestation. Some of you guys may have caught the video that Courtney and we did a water ceremony where we got water, placed it in a copper vessel, and we placed the water in there. We spoke to the water. We played ancient shamanic beat to the water, where the natives were, because that's what they did. They honored the elements. Okay. And even people from India and those places like that, they'll tell you there's no person in the sky. We pay homage to earth, air, fire, and water. Nature, guys, nature, source, universe. And we just begin to play music over it. And before you drink the water, you got to bless it. You got to, or before you eat the food, you got to change the vibe. That's it. Not bless, bliss. You got to change the vibration of the food and the water, because otherwise you just shove in water without it being altered, without the molecular structure changing. You're just shoving it down your body, which can ultimately cause all kind of health problems. So pour it up, do it a day in advance. Go on and get you some waters from the store. Pour it up, speak to the water, play music over it, sit it out till everybody don't drink it. You're changing the molecular structure. So when you pour it the next day, you're speaking healing over it. You're speaking love to this water, abundance, great manifestation. When you drink this water, it becomes you. Feng shui, you're feng shuiing yourself. You're feng shuiing yourself. And we honor air because it moves like water. It flows freely. It flows, you know? So we honor air as well by using our incense. Okay, so we had incense, we had a candle, we had flowers, earth there. All elements were represented, and it was so beautiful, so sacred, guys. We got to get back to the ancient teachings. We got to get back to what our souls tells us to do. Somebody said, oh, y'all be doing it over there. Really? We just paying attention. We just trying to survive. Hello. We're trying to survive, and we're trying to intentionally not come back to this dimension, complete our assignments, and do what we're supposed to do so that we can reign in another dimension to help our people again. So, yep. Okay, Kenny said that really shift things too. Kenny also said, yes, even the story of Moses was teaching us to speak to the waters. It will obey. Yeah, and they did that really big, and which, you know, could be, it just didn't resonate with me about him putting the staff forth and the big old waters. Okay, but that's a powerful example of how we are connected to water, and we have that type of authority to part. There was, because see, those things you can't see in the spirit, so they have to do an analogy. So that was a really nice analogy, okay, of how the waters opened up and they were able to cross through. So meaning that he spoke to the water element, and the water element opened his road. That's beautiful. Love that. And okay, Haru Ross says, how can I get a copper cup or bowl? Now, they sell them at different places, but I think it's steel coated, you know, with the copper. So look, places like Amazon, eBay, might even Target, some different places, just, you know, a real copper, 100% authentic copper vessel, a vase or a pitcher, or however you want to word it, and get it. But ours was like one of the inexpensive ones that I think we purchased from Targets or maybe Marshalls. But again, you know, it's the water and your intentions that's going to change the molecular structure. I like that word. Okay, and Kenny says, recent, I've been sitting water in the sun, okay, which brings vitality, high energy. The sun rays heals the body from negative energy. Is a glass vase okay? Absolutely. Very beautiful. I think that's beautiful. Whatever you put your water in, you could do it in a plastic bottle, because I'm going to tell you, when we did the water manifestation, it was in a big jug. We just did it beautiful because we were channeling a lot of native ancestors in on that, and we wanted to really make it look really pretty for them. And I'm going to tell you something else too. Flowers, the way you set your house up. Courtney and I was talking about this. We were doing this and not even realizing that goes to show you that your soul is in control. Because we were buying 3 and 4, flowers, bouquets of flowers, like 2 times a week, just putting flowers around. And that itself brings life into your home and abundance and growth. Okay. These are things that pulls the vibration of your home up. So I'm a big plant person now. I didn't really care for plants. Like wherever your wealth corner is, you need a green plant there to bring life. And you'll see here that I went out and purchased a beautiful baby. She's absolutely gorgeous. So she's a part of my wealth corner. Okay. So that's how that goes. Energy numbers, water manifestation, what's going on with Yaffa's Botanica and Wellness. Did change its name. Source gave me that I will be working more with herbs and helping people heal. We have the apothecary on one side. When you enter the door, there's the apothecary filled with herbs. Okay. I'll be teaching and showing people how to make poultices for people that are congested with cold, how to use castor oil and ginger oils, different oils, how to connect them with your navel to heal your body from pain and all of that. You'll get a cotton ball and soak it in the castor oil, place it in your belly button and put something over it so it can go through those arteries and veins through your intestinal area and have you, if you're constipated, cause you to go to the bathroom, cleanse you, all of these things, bone, joint aches. All you got to do is put the oil on the cotton ball and your pain will eventually go away. Okay. So it's so much with herbs that you got to learn. It's so many herbs that you can use. I'll be learning for a lifetime. I just want to let you know, but I'm super pleased because I told Source, I said, Source, there's so much to this gift that you've given me. And I honor the ability to manifest, with my rituals. But there is so much more that I want to do to help people on a daily basis, such as there are herbs that will literally drive evil from you. Okay. So these are things, and there are herbs that can kill people. And I know many of you don't even know, probably didn't even think about that. But that's what people, their intentions and those powerful herbs, just to step on them can send some type of breakout through your body. It's real. Mother is powerful. She's nurturing yet destructive. And I totally honor all of that. That's a badass. Would today or tomorrow would be good due to the moon energy right now? Absolutely. Absolutely. Go with it because we're connected. It's not by chance that I'm talking to you. It's not by chance that I'm sharing all of this with you. I just really feel like Source is saying that some of you, it's time for the shift. It's time for the shift. Some of you feel this, but you just don't know where to start. I'm working on getting my finances together. Once it happens, I got to come see you for some serious work. And I want you to come, brother, because it is serious in here. Courtney and I, we have a kitchen in the back. All our products are made from the back, all natural products. All natural ingredients. So when you come in, as I was saying, it's the apothecary. We'll have all natural products there. I have another vendor that I'm selling some of her stuff. I don't know really how her stuff is. I've been sampling them. So far, so good, because I don't want to give people or sell to people what I don't know. I want to know that it works. So I'm using her products and they seem to be very well so far. She's in like all the stores right now, like the health food stores, Whole Foods and Seven Undas here in Georgia. So I know that people will know about this vendor. Then when you come through, there's double doors that goes into the Botanica. This part of it has its very own energy. It is so powerful, y'all. Those herbs, I can't even tell you. Sometimes when I open my drawers, the aroma, the smell of earth comes through the whole place. So the energy is super high, super high. Everything. I had the opportunity to go visit some botanicas in New Orleans. and different places. And I looked online to see some of them, but where source took me with this one, I didn't see that they had all the things that's in this place. So this is strategically given to me through source energy and also my ancestors, even down to the decorations. Okay, so when you come through the Botanica, you go back into my healing room where I'm going to be doing spiritual work. I still do my energy healings. I still do my shamanic journeyings. So you got to find your spirit animal and your power animal in order for us to do a soul retrieval. So because it's important that you are protected. It's not just enough for me to know mine, but I have to help you know yours, okay, to protect you. And you go to the underworld where most of the tragedy happened in your life and take that piece of your soul back. So that's a very beautiful service. Then on the other side, we have our cashier side where we have more products showcased, very beautiful. And then you come back, it'll lead you straight to my office and our kitchen where we get everything done. So it's very, 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 very beautiful. People are coming, they want to come in, they want to buy. Even with our soft opening, for those of you that'll be able to make it, guess what? I won't sell that day. It's just for you guys to come in and see. When you come in and tell me a little bit about what's going on, I can prepare what you're needing, help you understand what's going on and which herb and why you guys are connecting to one another. And then once you go home, you meditate with this herb, you give this herb an assignment, and it goes into your digestive system and perform itself. And it will not stop until it does what it's going to do, what it was sent to do. Let me catch up on this right here. Okay, so I am working on getting my finances together. Once it happens, I got to come and see you. Yep, and you are. As a matter of fact, that's going to come. Go ahead and start feng shuiing yourself when you get this information and your household or your room, wherever you are, and you'll see the abundance will continue to flow. Hathor says, I feel you, Haru Ra. I'm with you on that. Awesome. I want y'all to come. You got to come now. And this is what our ancestors used during the first wave of the Haitian Revolution. Yes, Bookman was with the shaman and he killed thousands of French slave owners in their homes with the food due to the herbs. Hello, somebody. Did you hear what he just said? I told Courtney the other day I received roots and it's called nightshade. And I looked at it and it's belladonna. And they call it the devil root. And I said, oh, wow. And I'm so happy I didn't just touch it, because they should have put a warning sticker on it, because if you touch it, it'll break you out. But the funny thing about it, I was working with rose hips and I couldn't fit my rose hips in my bottles. So I think I did a post on that and I began to cut them. Mama didn't like that. Did not like it. And guess what happened? I started breaking out. My hands were breaking out and I started itching. And I had to go in and I had to get my lavender to go in and calm that down. So I was being destructive when I was cutting the rose hips. Shouldn't have been doing that. But yeah, so the belladonna is a very deadly herb and people will boil it, sometimes throw it down for people to step on it. I hate to have a person give that root an assignment because it'll kill someone. It's just that powerful. And I do believe, Harura, that that's what they were doing, boiling it as a tea and giving it to them, and they just dropped dead. And some of them would go crazy because it would cause hallucinations. Okay, and so Marcia said, I'm in a state of total confusion. I believe I'm a shaman from past lives, but it's overwhelming. This feeling, it makes me extremely anxious that I literally get sick. I believe you are. And I'm not just saying that because we're connected, through the energy. But I feel that you're native, and if you're searching and seeking and you're feeling that, you got to get to it. If you're channeling herbs, you've worked with them in the past, guys. There's no doubt. There's no doubt. I want to hold on one second. Hold on, darling. I'm a Harura. Marcia, you got to, I'll contact you with some information too. Bookman instructed the women to do so I can attest with your knowledge on herbs. Yes, I'm gonna have to look into that. But honey, they weren't playing. They were not. But you know why too? See, when you have knowledge of plants and herbs, you already know. They don't know, but you know the ability and the power behind the herb. Sometimes we'll be working with them and it will open our nose up, and other times it'll literally almost knock us out. So we're learning here, and it's a beautiful thing. I told y'all I'm a student of the universe. And as long as I'm breathing, I'm going to continually be a student. You know, people may think you have it together, but shit, I got just a piece of the pie. And I may not get it all, but I want what's for me. I really do. And I ain't being greedy. I just know that it's going to take a lot to sustain. What we're learning now, we're going to have to help people heal because they're not going to be able to access the doctors. Some of them will not take the chip. Some of you guys know you don't want to be a part of that system. You're like, no, I don't want the chip. Well, it's true. You're not going to be able to eat. You're not going to be able to buy nor sell. We know this, but the Christians were taught you're going to be raptured up before this happens. It's already happening. So did you miss the rapture? That's something to think on. And this is something Brother Phil Valentine was talking to us about. Sweden has already launched it. They've rolled it out. A lot of the places over there, they don't even take cash money nor credit cards. They tell you, no, you have to go somewhere else because they want you to come in and use your chip. Okay, the cars are now made. The Tesla is made for it. Okay, so let me make sure I'm getting everybody's yes, I can't wait for it to be open. Exactly. Guys, I want you here. It's Bella. It's Bella. Donna. Donna. Kenny. I still be having the feeling to get up and run, or like Source is utilizing my body. It just makes me feel strange. And I'll say, Source, what is it that you need? Ooh, powerful. And that is one of the attributes of earth, grounding and learning. Yes, it is. Yes. Hathor. Yes, there's an assignment, and you know this. You and your mother are really connected. There's an assignment, and I just suggest that you set your intent at night. You get you a bay leaf in your pillow if you have not already tried this, or start drinking boiling sage, the fresh sage that you get in the grocery store. Just boil that and drinking it as a tea at night to help bring in some of because you want to know what it is. You're telling your ancestors to help you see water, do the water manifestation. Help me remember. I need to be doing something now. Show me, okay? Because you're already in motion. You're willing. Yes, it is. Yes, earth is grounding and learning. That's a part of nature's attributes. Yes, so Kenny says, I just started dealing with the seasoning in my kitchen. I feel like I've done this before. Yes, absolutely. So when we open our pantries and we begin to see the oregano, the sage, the cumin, the basil, all of these herbs have spiritual and physical properties. Okay. Now, it's Bella. It's a B, Kenny. I'm sorry. B as in boy. Bella Donna. And that Donna has an extra N in it. I didn't know you could drink sage as a tea. Absolutely. A lot of people that have had spiritual attacks. But what it does, if anything that's unnatural or that's like a physical attachment, it will definitely pull through your digestive system. We've drank it plenty of times. But it's the fresh leaves, fresh sage leaves. Okay. My mom said the other night she went to bed and was in the water in her dream. But when she woke up, she was on the couch and her socks were wet. Oh, get out of here. Woo. Sis, I must go. I will come back to download this video so I can take my notes. So much gems. Thank you, sis, for the video. Peace, love, and light. Oh, thank you, brother. Much love to you. We send out love and prosperity and abundance through your day today. Yeah, your mother is really definitely a water being in her past lives. So water is trying to acquaint herself with us. So it's gotten to the point now where we cannot run anymore from who we are. It's like it's presenting itself right before our face. We cannot run. We cannot run. And I say this with such passion. I welcome my ancestors to come through, to channel through. And maybe a mermaid. I agree, Kenny, to come through and show me, work through me. You know, I'm here. That's what a conduit does. It allows their being as a connection to this realm. So with that, I'm so grateful because I know Source has a greater plan. Does anybody have any questions for me right now? No matter what it is, ask me. We being transparent. I'm going to give you the answer to the best of my abilities. Oh, speaking of the resistance, so I know a lot of us are taught that, you know, people are in our way, you know, a different race, maybe this. It is now time for us to understand that we don't need to concern ourselves with such things, or the president and the government and all that stuff. It's no time for us to concern ourselves with their woes, with their troubles. What it is time for us to focus on going within, realizing who we are to prepare us for preparations, okay? And reparations. Because Source is going to bring that person that we've resented and we've resisted humbly down on their face, at our feet, to give us what it is that they took, what they took from us. Do you understand what I just said? So stop saying, oh, ain't nothing they can do for me. Out of sight, out of mind. Stop doing that. And just begin to focus on elevation, ascension, the highest vibration of love. They have to fall because love is so powerful. It rules everything. They have to fall on their face. They have to help you prepare for who you are. They have to give you your reparations. And not all the time does it come in the form of a dollar bill. It could be a gem of knowledge. It could be anything. But we must get the resistance towards that thing that we feel has hindered us out of our vortex. Get it out of your vortex. Somebody wants to send a message in Instagram, Courtney. I don't have any resistance right now. I'm well aware of the plan, the scheme. I don't even know the year that race became a determining factor, okay? Where they put it and try to make it be this, that, and the third. We understand what they did or what those of them did to some of our ancestors, because not all of us were enslaved. And you guys got to really remember this. The way the story was told is not the way it was. You have to really remember that. Nonetheless, take the resistance out your vortex. Allow your soul, because you were here before, and maybe you were enslaved. Heal from slavery, heal from bondage, heal from the pain, heal from all of that, because the very thing that you resent can be turned, can be overthrown to be the enemy that is changed to the one, can be turned from enemy to footstool. And it would be very pleasing to your ancestors to receive reparations, and not just that, but the abundance that was taken. So who can heal 7 or more generations forward and 7 or more generations backwards? Those that are in this dimension right now and that are aware of the pain, the suffering, and who they are. So it's more so to focus on Who am I and why am I here? I'm at work, but please can I contact you this evening? Yes, Marsha. Probably around 6 would be good. Make sure you do that. Love you. Hathor, how should I start my feng shui? Because I actually thought about it the other day. We're going to send you guys your energy number, Hathor, and you guys get on it immediately. Get on it. Work with yourself. You got to feng shui yourself. Okay, so start your water feng shui. Do maybe a video on the elements first, but I would definitely do the water manifestation. We'll send your reports over to you today. Go ahead and read your whole report. It's very long. So once you start in your home, it's going to tell you how to construct your home. You got to understand what is your success. What is it called, Courtney? No, not success, but your like I had to find out my your success. Which direction is yours? That's it. Which direction is your success? Which direction, according to north, south, east, and west, is your healing, your health? Which direction is your love? All of that matters in your home, because if it's not the correct way, it can tear your relationship apart, literally drive him this way and you this way. You'll get increase in flow of abundance, but you'll hit a brick wall at some point. So arrange your homes. Go through your house. You're the compass. Have your compass on your phone out and maneuver according to your energy number. It's so amazing. And there's an energy test that we can do. Also, if you were here, I could do an energy test to show you which area, according to the compass, you are you. So meaning, are you north? Are you south? Are you east? Which way is your body aligned? Okay, that's what I'm trying to say. I've been making sigils. Awesome. That's some ancient knowledge. Is there a wrong way to do it? I asked because I made one and immediately got a headache. Probably brought forth too much energy. But the other ones I made, my pendulum says they were activated. Okay, so Kenny, you're channeling some ancient knowledge when it comes to the sigils, and that's very powerful. You probably drew one that was, and are you doing it with your intentions? So let's see what intentions you had with it, and then you probably drew one that had too much energy. Probably open your progressed, open it. Your third eye is already open, but probably just brought a big awakening. That's what I feel when you said it. So, okay. Kenny, put that in, put your email in my inbox on Facebook. Or are you still on Facebook? If not, I'll write it down. That's why the witch lady changed our furniture. She made the house chaotic. Are you serious? Oh my God. Oh, we got to do this ASAP. Hathor, anytime you want to drive up here, you come on, boo, because you know you ain't no more than about 3 hours or so. Oh, come and see me, baby. I hope you come for the soft opening. I think I've been doing sigils all this time and thought I was doodling. No, ma'am, you're doing sigils. That's why when Kenny said, is there a certain way to do it? Don't let nobody tamper with that creative ability that you have, Kenny, because you're on to something. When you create your sigils, just tell Source to help you remember, and that the sigils will not bring harm to you nor your family. But unfortunately, people don't want to talk about this, but it's all duality, people. We got to stop saying, oh, that's bad, that's negative, that's this, that's this. You're making it that with your energy. Okay? So we talk about, well, why so much killing in the world? Because guess what? People got to live. So if you're going to live, some got to transition, right? And then your vibration, your auric vibration matters. So some people could be low vibrational, and then you go outside and you ain't validated, you ain't affirmed, you ain't meditated. And it's kind of like the lady said it, your energy is all thrown off. Then you're just in the wrong place at the wrong time. So it's a lot to think about. Yeah. And Kenny says, just like you mentioned once, they used a sigil for Starbucks to prosper. Hello, somebody. And they're trying to change it here. You see how they made her face? But they won't get rid of it. That was it before. Now they made it like that. Tell me, what is that? That's not just a drawing, people. Come on, let's deal with that. And I'm gonna tell you something too. Fear drives. Either you're gonna love or you're gonna fear. It's one or the other thing. One of the two. So when people are fearful, that causes a whole level of contrast to come near you. So, like my little boy, he has a fear of being behind a closed door because he was locked in the bathroom one time. So whenever we go out, he's like, I don't want to go in there. This is we gonna be able to get out. And I'm like, listen, you're setting yourself up for situations where you're locked up and not being able to get out. I said, this is, and he would laugh about it. I said, it's not funny. I said, it's time for you to break it because this is something that's subconsciously registering in your mind, and it's going to eventually create itself and come to you. I don't fear. I don't fear. I don't feel love cancels out fear. Love cancels out fear. I'm not worried about a police shooting me down because I don't fear police. I don't fear. I don't fear the opposing. I don't fear it. I honor all things. And I know I have a purpose. And I know I'm not going anywhere until my purpose is over, until it's done. But not so much of that, me just being core on purpose, but also there's some how can I say this? There's some things that I, as having a human experience, want to feel. The other thing I want to say to you all before I transition, Source had given me this yesterday. We wonder sometimes why people reincarnate into this dimension and they become wealthy, they become this, they become that. In their past life, they transition with an intention. People have us so distracted by death that we forget to set intentions for entering this life again, or set intentions for crossing over. So if you're distracted and fearful of it, you're not going to set intentions. So you'll come here doing the same thing you did before in a confused state. But some people set the intentions on, when I leave now, I'm going to come back as this. I'm going to come back as that. And guess what they do? They come back as that. That's how much power we have, because we have the power to come back as a human or as an animal or a lower deity. Okay? The power is in us. I don't care what nobody say. This is my truth. So may have a different view on it. I'm telling you, I'm not telling you got to believe me, but I'm giving you what I feel, what I've experienced before. Okay? So I know I was a water being like her mother. I feel like I was a water being because land was like me stepping on grass wasn't happening before I got my connection with Mother Nature. I didn't even deal with nature. I didn't like to be out. I was an indoor person. If I had to go out, fine, but get me back in. Don't let me step on no grass. I didn't like it. So now, and then I must have drowned, and I did my Akashic records, and I did in one lifetime. So I love water, but I don't know how to swim. I've taken hundreds of swimming lessons and never could master it. But I know that I lived, and besides my mother's womb, that was water, I believe I had a life in water. Okay? Not only that, like I said, the grass was it, but after I gained a relationship with nature, I can walk all through grass and won't even be like, in the past, if they were taking the road, if they were walking through grass, I'd take the road. I walk 5 miles just to keep from crossing through grass. But I promise you, now I love grass. I love nature. I am nature. Okay, so I healed. That's all that was. People judge or feel what they don't know. That's right. They want to make her a white lady. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. And they're doing a very bad job. Kenny, I ain't fooling with you today. You told me I need a flipper. I'm not fooling with you, but maybe I can swim. You know, I just hadn't got in the water and tried it out. But I so honor the elements. I always say I honor the elements and the spirits that are attached to it. Even the elements experience, you know, the contrast. Water is troubled. Fire rages. Air whirls. Cyclone. Earth quakes. Okay? So even the water, the elements of life are troubled, but the elements knows how to flow and flow through this thing with ease, right? So that's what I love. I remember that one time you had my dad try to teach you to swim. I'm telling you, I have had people everywhere try to teach me, and I could not catch it. Couldn't catch it. But I'm ever so grateful. I love you guys. I'm getting ready to start working on your reports so that we can get you up and going. I will have them to you right now. Those of you that I know Jamal came in. Jamal, if you want to join in on the energy number to get your energy number and your report, put your birth date down, date, the month, day, and the year. Same to you, niece, Marsha. Make sure you do that. I can get you guys today. Anybody that didn't take the class, they would probably have to catch the report later, okay? I know that's right. And you down there with all that water, girl. Marsha, you got to send me some information because I would love to try to come that way for vacation. So make sure you guys get me your emails too, because that would be, Kenny, put your email in my inbox. Inbox on Facebook. Marsha, inbox on Facebook. Date of birth. Jamal. Send it. No, you can put your give me your month, day, and year now. But send your email to Facebook Messenger. Does anybody have any questions for me? I know that's right. But girl, you know, when I come now, I bring the crew. We bring the crew. So I want them to be in your house, and then we, you know what I'm saying? That would be, or maybe I need to put the crew away and come to your house. Y'all, Marsha's my niece. Anybody got questions while we're waiting? Give me your month, day, and your year. And then I'm going to go ahead and get you guys squared away. I know that's right, honey. You better say it. Pallets and all. I love y'all. I thank you guys so much. I had one lady tell me, she was like, she's cutting back. She had to come off. And I told her, I said, well, sugar, I said, do what you have to do. And $3, well, $4 a month times 12 is, you know, basically like $48 a year. And when you look at it, you know, you go to a restaurant and you buy more than that a month. So you have to do what you have to do. But I wouldn't have mind. Anytime you guys don't have it for the month, just communicate. Because I really feel like if I was in a situation and I needed $5, somebody will send me $5. You know what I mean? So that's what family is about. And if you don't feel comfortable asking me, you might need to just come off Patreon if you're ever in the bind and can't pay your money. Because if you feel some kind of way about asking me for $3, $4, I'm insulted. Thanks. I will call you this evening. Love you. I love you too, Marsha. You didn't send me your birth date, sugar. Month, day, and year. I gotta pull your report. Hathor, I love you. Jamal, I love you. Every time I look at my little gifts, I just think of you. Kenny, and what's up with your sister? Tell your sister we asked about her. I love you guys so much. Look for your reports. Courtney, coming in my streams with my beloved. For all of you that have been subscribing, I'm trying my very best to find a platform that we can really get down on, but you know, they're trying to cut us back. They're cutting us back like never before, but they won't be able to mess with us speaking to each other telepathically. Okay. All right. Love you guys. Oh, here it is. Wait. Okay. I got it, Marsha.
I already got hers.
You got Marsha's?
Yeah, because it's on Patreon.
Oh, shoot.
I took a picture of it.
Okay, good. Courtney is way before me. I love y'all. Tell me what you think about your reports when you get them. Chime in on it. If you don't, I'm insulted. Tell me what you think. Mwah.
I lost my mouse.